we're going to be going to the surface of Juno and sending this rover there too. Now with this mission comes many challenges. Not only do we have to construct a rocket that can get to space, but we also have to make the rocket capable of going interplanetary distances and reaching the red planet Duna. We'll also have to build a rover capable of traversing the surface of Duna, an alien planet. We also have to make sure we have a suitable landing system that can land this rover safely on the surface of Duna. We're going to need to think about things like power, communication, and also our Kerbals. Let's do this. We begin where all missions start, on the planet Kerbin, in the vehicle assembly building where we are constructing our vessel. As you can see here, I am constructing the rover currently. I'll show both the construction of the rocket and the rover, just so you all can get an idea of how exactly I built this thing. And to be honest, I'm pretty proud of it, especially considering this is Kerbal Space Program 2 we're talking about, and obviously Kerbal Space Program 2 is an early access game, and it's got lots of glitches, and we do encounter some glitches actually towards the end of this video, but we do manage them, which is good, yeah. So what I'm doing now is I'm making a balcony sort of setup, kind of like a pickup truck, you know what I mean? I thought that just looked really cool on the rover. I really like the new rover capsule actually that's in KSP 2. I think it looks really good. Now we're just adding a ladder sort of thing. We're actually adding two ladders just so the Kerbals can disembark from the rover safely, without slamming into the ground. But I don't actually think Kerbals take full damage yet in Kerbal Space Program 2. Now we're just adding some color to it and also saving it just to make sure you don't, accidentally delete it or anything like that and then can't get it back. Now we're just going to put a stack separator down because I don't want it to accidentally stick to the rover, which could honestly happen. So yeah, that's why I did that. Now we're just making the transfer stage, which is the Poodle engine. This will be robotically controlled. There's a probe core there. And this also has, 2 solar panels and 2 antennas, so we can get both sufficient power and communication with the Kerbal Space Center. Now we can wrap it all in a fairing so it doesn't just rip apart when we go through the air, because we need our rocket to be aerodynamic if we want it to pass through the atmosphere. Now we're just adding the finishing touches to the rocket itself. We've got 3 stages as well as 2 SRBs there as well. We're also adding some large reaction wheels and battery cores to the bottom stage just so we can stay stable in the air. Now as you can see, these first 2 attempts here did not go well at all, but here was the successful attempt. Let's begin our journey to Juno. Now that we're in space, we can release this cargo fairing and reveal the rover inside. And just like that, we are now in orbit of Kerbin. However, I had a weird glitch actually at the moment where I cannot actually see my trajectory around the planet, which is going to be a bit of a problem, but a quick game reload fixed that, so it was all fine in the end. After creating a maneuver node that would get us to Juno, all we have to do now is just time warp around the planet and begin our burn to Juno. As our second stage runs out of fuel, we can separate it and move on to our third stage. Now that we've slowed ourselves down enough to be in Juno orbit, all that's left to do now is pick an interesting landing site. Now that we've fired our engines to slow ourselves down, Juno's gravity can now pull us into the atmosphere. We're now beginning the descent, the hardest part of this entire mission. Now, I think we can all agree that was a pretty hard landing, but the rover is still in one piece. Now, I actually saw these really cool mountains in the distance, so I wanted to see if I could drive to the top of them. It was actually quite difficult, but we did eventually reach the top of this mountain. Now, I thought I'd get the Kerbals out to have a look at the view. Now, this would not be a KSP2 video without a game-breaking bug, and oh yep, there we go. The rover's decided to go off on its own adventure. Luckily, I did make a quick save, but oh, that looks bad. Yeah, it looks really bad. Luckily, reloading one of the quick saves I had seemed to fix the issue. I also sped up time till nighttime to see what driving in the night would look like, and damn, it looks absolutely amazing. However, make sure you always look where you're driving because that happened. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. So, you know, if you stuck around this long, thank you. And if you, for some reason, want to watch more of my videos, I guess you can do that. And I'll see you all next time.